Today I am showcasing Drizzt, newest Planeswalker, Spellslinger. Whenever you swing with a legendary creature, it brings out the cat. The cat gets +1/0 permanently. It has trample. It doesn't trigger traps. And his ability is you can run up to 6 total legendary creatures of any color. So I want to get some early aggression in. There's not a lot of good 1-drops. This one's pretty solid. It trades up quite often. Birds of Paradise is in here to get you to your 4-drop legendary creatures with haste faster. And then also when you combine it with, where is Herald? You give the bird legendary, and if they don't have an answer to the bird, you're just going to start getting a ton of procs with the cat. So it's a really obnoxious combo that Drizzt has access to, and it just makes you have an answer. Devoted Steed, give a friendly creature +1/+1. It's just a strong 2-drop. So this is the first legendary. I'm not sold on the legendary package that I went with, at least maybe 1 or 2 of them. This deck doesn't have a lot of draw power, and I'm hoping to overwhelm my opponent faster than they can deal with it. So both of us drawing, I think in this deck in particular, isn't that bad. And it's also sticky because it's a 2/4. So you can probably get multiple procs off with it. So that's why I chose this one. Tusker is just a stat stick. Let's see. Giant Growth helps your legendary stay alive, keeps your board presence there. Needed some more removal because this color scheme doesn't have that great of removal. We already know Herald gives something the legendary traits. Watchwolf is just a crazy 2-drop. It's got, I don't know why it has so many stats. I guess just because it's green-white and can only be ran in certain things, but it's still crazy. Stoneforge Mystic, draft a Mystic weapon, add it to your hand, can completely shift the tone of a match. I am testing Path of Exile in this deck just because, again, I plan on overwhelming my opponent, so I'm hoping the 1 mana that I give them won't be too impactful and it can just get rid of anything. So sometimes I just want to go for game and I don't care if it has 5 power or more. I didn't really like it that much, to be honest, but I tried it out. It wasn't terrible or anything, but there it is. So if it's not haste, I was leaning more towards flyers, so just can't be blocked easily unless they also have a flyer, and I can get multiple procs off with the cat. Hero's Call, draft a legendary creature, add it to your hand, reduce its cost by 2. For whatever reason, I was thinking that it was just the legendaries in your deck, but it's just draft any legendary, so this card's just really crazy. Let's see. Okay, Inferno. 4-drop flying haster, that's legendary, very good with the deck. You can get value off the artifact that it gives you with 1 charge. Zozu is so crazy. I think this card needs a nerf. I think it needs to go to 3 toughness, and I don't call for nerfs often. It's just every time this card comes down in any game that I'm playing, the game just almost completely shifts momentum almost every time. And it's just really, really crazy. Let's see. And the other 4-drop with haste, Tajic, attack, prevent all damage enemy spells and traps would deal to other friendly creatures until your next turn. So some more protection, another haster to proc the cat, and he's a little overstatted, so he's just very strong. Vicious Mongrel is another 4-drop with haste. It's just a 4/5, just gets in there. And then again, if it's not haste, I would prefer it to have flying. And 6-drop 6/6 with flying. You can deal 3 damage to yourself to do 1 of 3 effects. 1 is draw 2 cards, 1 is gain 4 mana, and the other is it just becomes a 12/12. So gain 4 mana could be very strong because as you see, I have a lot of 4-drop hasters, so you can like drop this, gain 4 mana, swing with something else. So it's just really powerful. And then again, this deck doesn't have a lot of draw power, so this going 2 more cards deep is just kind of crazy. And then also I'm running the Yawning portal because I want to get legendary creatures. It increases my threat density. Just seems like it fits very well. Obviously they came out together, right? So today I've got 3 games. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.
Drizzt versus Nissa.
Nissa. Okay. Always interested to see the cards they choose to play with her. I don't need that many 4-drop hasters. I'm keeping the other 2. I don't care about my curve. Yeah, I'm like, it's just 2, 3, 4.
I am not afraid to fight.
These cards are crazy.
Well then, let events
Maybe
take their
they will
course.
actually allow me to put enough pressure on, which is kind of their point, right? And this being a first play seems highly aggressive. Ooh, do I go Birds of Paradise? Oh, I think I do. Yeah, I just want to slam Tajic. That seems so nasty.
I am but a herald.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
My blade protects only the worthy.
Come to me, my shadow.
For the Boro!
Just taking it, alright. This seems like a really crazy line that I drew. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for conceding. See, that's what I was saying about Drizzt. I was telling a friend of mine yesterday, when it has the crazy draws, there's just nothing your opponent can do.
Drizzt versus
Chandra, okay. Hopefully I'll be able to just body block Chandra.
Let's
I may
get
mull
it
for some
on.
early guaranteed early drops. Or higher chance of early drops, of course. Yeah, I need earlier cards. Whew, I was getting really worried there. There's at least one early card, at least. And this can help me clear something else up. So maybe this hand isn't like god awful. Is that Caius from like
Well then,
Yu-Gi-Oh, like the
let
Shadow
events
Monarch?
take
Is that
their
how you?
course.
Is that how it was spelled?
And she's
I don't think so. Maybe it was.
Avenge them.
If it is, that's a sick name. He was really hoping for a 1-drop there. But sadly, no. I'm not gonna block because I have to keep this thing alive. Now I might grudge match. Okay, well I can't grudge match that. I haven't seen that card in the longest time. If I swing and get +3, then it'll live, but then it dies to like all form of removal. But ramping Chandra also seems like maybe the worst idea ever. So I think this has to be what I do. Just gonna hope he doesn't have a shock or the 4-drop spell. Next turn, at least I have this. Okay, of course he has shock in his deck.
I hunger.
I made a friend.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I don't run it, but
So soon.
come to me, my shadow.
Incoming.
we drew very strangely, just like all our spells. I think there's a lot of lines where we do win, just not when we draw like this.
Cleave your foes.
basically like every spell in the deck. Yeah, there's no shot here. Look at this, guys. What is this?
I know, my friends.
Like if I path, it just doesn't do enough. So,
We have fun, right?
oh my god, shut up. I hate it when people know that they're gonna win, and then that's when they taunt. Like at least taunt like ahead of time before you know if you're gonna win like a man.
Shall we?
Just an abysmal draw. Yeah, that'll do it.
Smashy, smashy!
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Run! Fight the
Alright,
fight.
hopefully game 3 goes better than this. Alright, let's see what we get for the last game here. I still can't believe we drew that many spells against Chandra. Like, that's the exact opposite of what we want to happen. Oh boy, another Chandra. Okay, this is like the curse of Chandra, is I just have to see all my spells when I verse the most low to the ground deck in the game.
Well then.
I would really like to go
let events
second
take
against
their
Chandra
course.
so I can get all my 2-drops down on my first turn. Yeah. No 1-drop.
Smashy,
Of course.
smashy. Run!
And then the 1-drop that always comes right after turn 1, you know, the classic. Hoping I can clear some stuff up here. Chandra is going into a deep think about, you know, how to go face. Like, I love playing Chandra, don't get me wrong. I love Chandra. It's not a hard deck to play at all. Do I attack and then shock? Okay. I think in this instance, I'm just gonna do that. See, and that's another reason, like, I just always hated Path to Exile. Like, now my opponent's just ahead. And Smite the Monstrous would have been just completely fine right there. Oh, yeah. Huh, on debut. Okay. I see you. So I think we just do this. I think we do
I'll
this.
take the lead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a bunch of creatures on the board. I don't want that to die to the spell along with my bird, so I'm gonna make my board a little less susceptible to Chandra's spell. Maybe Hero's Call can come in clutch next turn. Give me a hasting legendary.
It has been an
Oh yeah, both the shocks. There we go. Play Zozu. Now I'm just thinking of the worst possible lines. Oh yeah. Hey.
So springs the pain.
Come to me, my shadow.
Look at that. We top deck something. Blocks are hard, guys. I hate it when people just take forever or they don't pass the turn when they have no mana left and they've already attacked.
gotta go.
Just want to diversify my threats a little bit. Be mana efficient, try and clear the board up. He already used both shocks. So having a 3/1 isn't too terrible unless he wants to use Zndrsplt and then attack, and then I could still block his thing and then draft a card, draft a legendary and hopefully draw another card. So I think this card is so broken. Every time it comes down, it's so impactful. Yep. 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 He's just gonna block whenever I swing, so might as well get rid of it now. Okay, yeah, that's too good to pass up. Just guaranteed damage with a good body. Okay, that's fine. Mongrel can soak up some damage for me. Maybe he'll play Minotaur and I'll be forced to block. Ooh. Ooh, so much worse than Minotaur. I have to block this. And then I'm hoping I get something good off this that he then has to block. And then we trade. Yeah, like that. Let's see. Take that for the future.
Friends,
My blade protects only the worthy.
come to me, my shadow.
And he's gonna block, otherwise he's gonna also take 2 damage from this effect.
For the Boros.
Whoa. Okay, is he like fine with going to 1? I'm so confused. If he doesn't kill me this turn and I just pass, then that's gonna kill him. Is it that into Lava Axe? Oh, jeez. Perfect storm. But that's only 10. Like, am I missing something here? At the start of your turn, right? Yeah, I'll just pass. Yeah, that was just horrible by my opponent. He should have just blocked, but that's 3 games. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.